All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, now former East Carolina receiver, return man, Winston Wright. Winston, we appreciate you joining us. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing good. Thank
Couple,
y'all for having me.
yes, sir. A couple days coming off of Pro Day and a stressful day. Like, what was your thoughts going into it? Because I know how much work you guys. We talk to Rajay every week. You guys put into that particular day. So, how about for you? Was it excitement, stress? What was it like?
I would say, more of an exciting day than stress, just because, I've been training, down in Florida at X3 for the past 2 months. So, I mean, it was a regular day. I knew how to go about my business, how to take each drill,
Yeah.
and use it as momentum. Um, and then I just trust my training, what I was taught to do these last 2 months, man, and just implemented it. And yeah, man, I was ready for the moment.
It's football, but it's almost separate. I remember talking to Julius Wood last year. He's with the Titans now, and he kind of said it without saying. He was like, "Man, I just wish I could go tackle somebody and play football." But
Right.
with these pro days, you're doing, like you said, specific drills. So you're doing a lot of work without a football. So
Right.
what's that? What was that training like for you? Did you have a track background at all? You done
Yeah.
anything like that?
So actually, I ran track my last year of high school. My high school ended up getting track my last year.
Okay,
Won state in 100, 200 meter.
there you go.
But back to the trainer. Training wise, yeah. We've been playing football all season, so you go train at the end of the season. So everything is new.
Yeah,
Everything really is technique based, man. So you could be fast, but if you're not using the right techniques, your numbers is not gonna be right. So, man, just me going down there, trusting the process. It didn't happen overnight. Had to get better each week, and improve each week, and kind of started seeing that improvement, and it was good. But like I said, Jordan down at X3, he did a good job preparing us. So we had a lot of mock pro days. So we knew like I said, I knew how to go about my business,
Yeah.
how to warm up properly, and then yeah, man, just perform at my best.
I always hear like you talk about technique and everything. The key to the 40 is the start, right?
Yeah,
Like
most
getting out to
definitely,
a
most
good jump, and you were pleased with your time there, right?
definitely.
No.
Man, I was pleased, man. Wanted to run 4.4. I ran that. I heard I got some 4.3s. So man, I was pleased with my time.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You also got some cool pro day swag.
Yeah,
ECU
yeah,
stepping their game up.
Yeah, we
there.
most definitely did, man. I didn't even get to wear this shirt the day of pro day, so I thought I'd put it on today.
Very nice, very nice. Winston Wright joining us today. So, Winston, do you have any communication with the scouts, the teams, anything like that out there?
Right. Yeah. A lot of communication. Some of those teams I kind of met with already at the Hula Bowl.
Yeah.
When was pro day? Yesterday or the day before?
It was, what, Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Yeah.
So on Tuesday it was just getting that communication back. Great conversations. So it went well.
So Holden Ahlers, man, he parlayed a good career here at East Carolina into what he did after ECU. He was the MVP of two all-star games, so he kept it going.
Okay.
You've had a bit of a similar thing with the Hula Bowl and everything. I feel like your name has been out there even after the ECU football season ended. So how big was that to go down there to, as you said, communicate with teams and also kind of keep your name out there?
Right. Yeah, man, that was big for me. Just being able just to go down there and compete with kind of the best talent in the country, from different schools, build relationship with guys, that I met there, that's going through this process with me. And then, like I said, communicating with teams, just, being myself in front of teams and, got good feedback. So, yeah.
Winston, I talked to Justin Hardy recently, great receiver here, went on to play for the Falcons. Now he's up in the CFL and said, what advice do you have for guys who are going through pro day right now and trying to get on? And he said, be open to special teams. And that's something that you've done. But he also said, man, I was the man, and then I go and now I have to tackle guys for the first time in 8 years. So how open are you to, hey, no matter what you got to do, landing on a roster?
Yeah, most definitely. Like you said, special teams is very important, man. That's how, you stay on the team for years. So, man, I just credit my coaching staff back at West Virginia. When I was a freshman, I played early, but special teams was, my role,
Yeah.
how, I started to get my groove. So, man, yeah, I take special teams very serious, man. And, came here, had a great year in special teams.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, special teams is what I do.
How about the journey, Winston, to go from school to school and end up here at East Carolina? I mean, we're seeing it a lot now. It's almost the norm for guys to go to different schools. But how would you kind of recap your college career as a whole?
Right, yeah, man. Started my career off at West Virginia. 3 good years. After that third year was kind of leaning towards going in the draft, coming back to school. Decided to, come back to school, go somewhere else. Had some schools and just decided to go back, closer to home. That's what landed me at Florida State. Went to Florida State, got hurt, battled some adversity. So, me, when I, got back to 100%, I just felt, I just wanted a fresh new start. And that's what landed me here. Had some connections with some former coaches that were here that was with me at West Virginia, and Scott Gasper.
Mm-hmm.
So built a relationship with him when I was there, came and seen, and when I came and seen the school, it was everything that I wanted. And man, yeah, came here and did some good things.
You always hear like sports is a microcosm of life, and you've got the ups and downs, the great games, the games where you get one target or whatever, but also the injury part of it. So how'd you kind of keep your head up and throughout all that stuff, all the downtime?
Right. I would say, I got a great support system, whether that's former coaches, family, friends. So, man, just, having that support, and then me just being who I am, man, not, giving up, just continue to work. And, man, just get better, one day at a time. And, eventually everything, got right and came here and was 100%.
I've enjoyed like calling high school games in the past, and you don't know any of the players, and then after one quarter, you're like, okay, that guy's special. That guy's like, when did you know you were good at football? Like, how old were you when you said, all right, I might have a future in this?
Yeah, so I knew I was good at football, so I started playing football at 7. And then, that was, I always played, with, friends on the yard, but start playing, football at 7. And then that next year, at 8 years old, I was scoring like 2-3 touchdowns a game. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm pretty good at this. So, around that age, I knew, I had a chance. I just had to stay, continue to work.
Now, what part of Florida you from?
No, I'm from Savannah, Georgia.
Oh, Georgia.
Yeah, I'm from Savannah,
you're a
Georgia.
Georgia guy.
Yep.
Which they breed a lot of football talent down there too. So
yes, sir.
You're probably playing against good guys coming up, I would imagine.
Yeah, most definitely.
You a Braves fan?
Nah, I'm not a Braves fan, but I grew up watching them though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You who are your favorite pro team? Like what sports? Some guys that are in the game don't like watching sports. How about you? You watch
so with me, I like watching sport, here and there, but I like watching college football a lot. Here recently, I don't too much watch basketball or none of that, but I watch college football. I like to keep up with college football.
So did you grow up like a Georgia fan or any?
No, I actually just grew up just watching good football.
You didn't care?
Had a few favorite players, but I never really had no team,
Gotcha.
that I say, oh yeah, that's my team. Nah, I ain't really had that.
Who are your favorite receivers to watch right now to maybe pick up a few things on, or you just enjoy watching?
Yeah, so of course, Tyreek Hill, guys like Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Puka Nacua, Chris Godwin, Cooper Kupp, guys, in that slot range that can do multiple things. Debo Samuel. Those kind of guys, I look up and, study their game a lot.
My Commanders just got Debo. Excited about that.
Yeah.
Terry McLaurin, Winston Wright wouldn't be bad to add to the mix.
Yeah, man.
Jared over there's a Raiders fan. Y'all need a receiver? You got a tight end, Brock Bowers.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all need a receiver.
Yeah.
What have the conversations been like with teams, with scouts and everything? What are they wanting to know from you, and what are you getting back from them?
Right. I just think, just me meeting. I'm met with a lot of teams, man. So they kind of already knew me, from, West Virginia. They just kind of wanted to see me, get back to myself this year.
Yeah.
and then really just learn more about me. Just conversations. So
How about the speaking of ups and downs, the season East Carolina went through last year with the good start at 2-0, and then you lose a few, and then Mike Houston out, Blake Harrell in, quarterback change. Like you guys went through a lot in one season, but came out, of course, with a bold victory.
Right.
How about the resiliency of you and the team to turn things around there?
right, man. Yeah, that's just football, man. Football teaches you, tough times don't last forever. Yeah, so last season was a great testament of that. But you got to commend the coaches, just for sticking us together, and then the older guys that have been here, from years, just sticking together, and coming together as one and turn this thing around. So.
What you think about Caton moving forward in this offense, JDB? You think we're going to obviously lose some talent with yourself, with Raj, with some other guys, but thinking they can keep it rolling?
Yeah, man. I think last year just was a glimpse of
Yeah.
what's to come. Year 2 in the offense. You got a lot of returning players on that offense coming back. So year 2, everybody's comfortable now. Everybody knows what to expect. So I see the coaches opening things up a little more. Trying new things. And yeah, man, I see Caton having a big year, and the receivers having a big year too.
You've been around it a while now and had your own success, so you know what good football looks like. How good can Yannick be at receiver?
Yannick Smith, I feel like Yannick Smith has a chance to be, special, man. Great receiver, young but raw. So,
Yeah.
When it clicks for him, it started to click for him last year. That I'm a freshman but I could play at this level. So man, yeah, when it clicks for him, man, I think he has a chance to when it's time for him to come out. I think he'll be a top round prospect. So yeah.
Jared, who's the kid that made the play yesterday? You got the video of?
Yeah, Devontae Connor.
Connor. Okay, and who are some young guys you think, Winston, that was maybe turning out at practice or on the scout team that we might see for ECU this year? Any young guys come to mind at receiver?
Man, young guys, I could name a lot. I want to see guys like Malik, take that next step. I think he has a chance to be special. You already got your Yannick. You know what you're getting out of them. In the tight end room, you got O. I think he's going to take a step this year. JC, he's going to take a step. You got J5 in the slot. I want to see what he does this year, man. Very athletic guy. So year 2 in the offense, he should, be able to, put some things together. The OU transfer, I think he's going to be pretty good in the slot too, him and J5. The Penn State transfer, I think he's going to be pretty good.
All right, you got me excited now.
Yeah, and then quarterback wise, Jake and Caton, you got what you need at quarterback.
Yeah.
So yeah, man,
And
I think
the running back room,
yeah,
man.
I ain't even get
we ain't even
running
got
backs.
there. Yeah.
You got London. Excited, what he's gonna do. He got here late last year, so
Right.
him just being able to go through a whole winter program, spring, summer, fall camp, I think it'd be big for him. He got the breakaway speed. I think he puts together a good year. And then, yeah, the running backs that they brought in, I heard, pretty good. I haven't seen them yet, but excited to see them too.
You mentioned year 2 a lot, and it reminds us like we want everything so fast.
Right.
And it's a process, right?
Yeah,
like it
definitely.
takes a while.
Yeah.
So looking forward to all these guys, and that's what spring football is about. We'll be out there covering it today and throughout the spring. So, Winston, what's kind of next for you? Like, I talked to Rajay the other day, and he said it's a bit of a weird spot. You're kind of playing the waiting game now, right? So
Right.
You stay in shape, but you're just kind of waiting, hoping to hear something. You go through the draft process and go from there. Like, what's kind of next for you?
Right, yeah, for me, what's next for me, just, staying in shape, still working out, continue to work out, getting better, perfecting your craft, and then, just being ready for, when I have meetings with teams, if I got to go visit, being ready for that. And then yeah, man, just continue to work out and controlling what you can control. So yeah, when you get to a team, you know everybody, whether it don't matter how you get there, just earn your stripes. So yeah, man, excited for this next chapter,
Yeah.
and just wherever I go, just ready to put the work in.
You gonna be around here or Georgia or?
Oh
where you
yeah,
gonna
so man, came in town, last week, wanted to be around the team for a little bit, and then yeah, I leave Monday, go back home, be around family, continue to work out and stay ready.
be? Guys your age still? Y'all like Outcast? They're from Georgia.
Yeah, I don't
Right.
even know. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's
Big
that's,
Boy and Andre 3000.
Yeah, I nerd them, but that's before my time.
God,
man.
I hate getting old, man. Nobody wants to talk about my stuff.
Yeah, man.
Let's see. I wanted to ask you, Winston, too, about let's see, moving forward. We talked about that. I don't know. What's your take on East Carolina as a whole? Like coming here, living in Greenville for a year, and being a part of the Pirate family. Like you're only here for a brief amount of time, but what do you take away from that?
Yeah, man. I tell people all the time. I love my time here. It kind of reminded me of West Virginia. Kind of a college town.
Right.
Everyone close. Good relationships, and then the fan base is so into the every sport, just not football, but you see baseball, basketball, a lot of support, man, and that's very cool to see. As a player, that's what you want. You ask for when you go, to a team. So man, yeah, man, I had a great year here. It felt like I've been here longer, but
Yeah.
a great year here. And then I just, when I come back, I'm excited, to come back in the future, see games
Definitely.
and stuff like that. So
We want to see you in the NFL, but man, we got a lot of Pirates. Holt Nailers, Noah Henderson, and Isaiah Winstead. They'll be playing in the UFL this weekend. Justin's in the CFL. A lot of Pirates there. Like, are you kind of open to anything, or are you NFL or bust right now?
yeah, well, I know, I have a good chance, to make an impact in the NFL. Nothing against, the other leagues, but
Right.
yeah, man, I got a good chance in the NFL, man. So
Has that been the dream for you, like
Yeah.
playing in the NFL?
yeah, man, that's a dream come true. So just me, getting the feedback that I'm getting,
That's awesome, man.
It's coming true.
Good deal. You got a lot of years of pro football in you. Any thoughts on life after football? What you want to do? You want to stay in sports? You want to do something else? Like what's old man Winston Wright gonna be doing?
Yeah, man. Yeah, so life after football. I would say just me. Building my family.
Yeah.
I know I want to live in Florida. I want to live in Florida, man, and build my family, my own family in Florida. Invest in some businesses while I'm in the NFL, and do right by my money. So when I do get out, I'm good.
Good.
But as far as in sports, I don't know about jumping in. I want to be a fan.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's easy to be a fan. We can criticize
Yeah.
y'all and say whatever. It's
yeah,
easy.
man.
Like not to rush it, but let's say you get a contract. Have you thought about like your first purchase, like what you want to do as far as guys will buy a house or a car or a boat or whatever? Like, you got any?
Yeah,
dreams
man.
there?
I don't know about that yet. Want to be smart with my money, man.
I like to hear that. Yeah.
You never know what can happen, tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, man, I want to, I know I want to, be smart with my money, invest in things.
Good.
Anything particular yet, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Nah, but hey, you got the right mindset. That's good. Well, Winston, great to talk with you, man. Obviously enjoyed watching you play, but good to chat with you as well. We wish you the best of luck. We'll be following your career, and let's do it again down the road, man.
Yes, sir. Thank
Appreciate
y'all,
it.
man.
Thank you.